Hello guys, this is Zombie100 here, and today we're going to be playing Gary's mod on DarkRP. This is currently what you're seeing. It's very empty, as you can see. That's because it's not quite what you think. You might be thinking, oh, are you alone on some server or something? Well, you're close, but not quite. This actually is my own server, which I created myself and things like that, which to be fair is relatively advanced, quite hard to do, bearing in mind once you've done one server it's kind of quite easy to do from there. But basically this is literally it's not even half done. I got the map, just installed a few things, got myself admin, or super admin or whatever. And pretty much from then on I need to add more mods, weapons, things like that. But yeah, basically this server will soon be able for you to be joining. Not at the moment, it might come on the odd few days, things like that. As you can see, that's the name of it, so those of you that will want to join in the future, write that down. If you do join during it being developed, like now, because you'll be the first few people to join, I will give you a set amount of money, which might be like 1 million or something, but eventually I'll be able to have cars in the game and things like that. I'll show you a quick sneak peek of a few things, like for example that's the fire truck, police, another police, but some of these will be removed and things like that. Not going to have any of the original Half-Life 2. NPCs. Now I'm going to probably be spawning in one of these. Oh. Well, I need to see about that. But basically, yeah, we'll have someone like, say, I don't know, that one. Where basically you go up to it and you can like buy cars rather. You can buy cars off of them and things like that. We've got a if you press like F3, this is the community point shop. This I wasn't sure if to remove it or not, but because it's part of like different things that the server does need, I'm going to keep this on here. You got trailers, power-ups, so trails, like obviously you can have all those, and basically what you see behind you will follow you, kind of thing. And it does fade away after a while, so don't worry about that. F3, there it is. Power-ups, you've got obviously super size, super small. Player models, there's only one at the moment. Hats, heads and masks. Accessories, makes you jump higher. Sorry, that one does. Backpack, I don't see the point in it, but you know it's there. Weapons, now those two are there. I removed a lot of the others, but I probably might just keep those two there just because, you know, you guys can have that there. Hats, heads and masks. Those of you that want some masks and things to carry around. For example, if I wanted to have myself be a TV head, then I'd look like that, but you know, I just want to keep myself normal. Player models, yeah, but pretty much apart from that, the only thing that's useful to you is maybe these weapons, the accessories, some of these if you want them, and the trails. I'm going to remove the power-ups because, to be fair, it's slightly unfair. Can be, cannot. Or actually I might keep them, maybe. I'll think about it. But yeah, basically we've got, if we press F4, we've got the kind of main thing. Now there isn't a lot of jobs here, but I will be adding more and more and more as it comes on. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. Obviously I'll have, say, like a scientist or whatever and things like that. Miscellaneous. Now that was the original DarkRP printer. As you can see, we've got different ones here. These are different ones that I have added through other people that have through people's add-ons, but like that's the best printer there. You can use an amount upgrade, a speed upgrade, and as you can see I just dropped them in. You can see they're in there through that, and then once it starts printing, well, we'll leave that for a sec while it prints money. But yeah, that's the best one. Prints are not too a fair bit, but you know. Weapons, you can buy some weapons through here. You got Desert Eagle, but unfortunately these are the bad ones because because you've got, if we just press E on them, it's those really weird ones where, you know, you can't just like left click. You have to stop, right click, so you aim, and you can't run. So you have to be aiming like that. And that's just the original DarkRP weapons, and they're really bad. And it's unfortunately it's the same for all of these. I mean, they're good models though, I've got to be fair. But you know, we're gonna have the M9K weapons and things like that, which are much better, much more friendly. As you can see, it's already generated 6,000, and boom, that's gone into my account. So if we press F4 again, you can also spawn in ammo and things, but because there's a thing in DarkRP called self-supply, which a lot of servers don't like, having self-supply, where you can basically click a weapon, spawn it in, things like that. But if you're, say, a meth addict or someone who's created a base and thought, shit, I forgot to go and see the gun dealer, or there isn't a gun dealer, you know, or something like that, and you forgot to see a gun dealer to get a gun and all this, all that, and because you've already created a base and you don't want anyone to like do it while you're away. So of course what you can do is obviously self-supply, which will be a rule that you are able to do. Spawn it in or whatever, so much ammo, which because it will be low weapons you can't really kill as well with. And because I'll see other people have said, I don't know, well I've got rid of miniguns because they're too OP and things like that. But anyways, yeah, we've got all that, so there'll be more jobs to come, the vehicles, more vehicles to come, things like that. But all in due time, it won't be for a very long time yet. So anyways, we got all this. The map was on a thing, it was the same as this one, but it was all Christmassy. For example, it had like a Christmas tree here and everything, it's all snow about, and it looks so good, it was great. But unfortunately there was a couple of bugs on the map where some of these doors wouldn't open, or it was just like lock and you can't lock it or something like that. It was weird and quite annoying. However though, the best part about it, and I will be adding more, is got these working ATM banks. Now basically there are many ways to it and things like that. I've seen a couple of servers with these ones, this exact one. And basically they've been able to, like, because if you see there's a little tiny cursor, so if I want to withdraw, because I have 11 million already in there, so I'm going to just pull that out, withdraw, and rather than say dispensing out or something like that, which is slightly annoying sometimes if people are going to nick it, it goes straight into your wallet, which is pretty good. So you can obviously deposit, use your amount of money, deposit, takes it straight out of you, goes in there. And if you go to home, you want to go withdraw, you'll see your balance there, which is okay. So, anyways, yeah, this is like, it's part of the world, and there are many ones around. There's one in each district, or whatever you want to call it. There is one just here. There is one somewhere around here. I think that's the only one in that district. There is one just there. And there is one I need to add one here, but there was one here. They seem to be removing themselves. That's weird. There's one there. All the way around. Should be one just here. Yep. And then should be one just there. Yeah, there we are. There's one there. Should be one just there. But yeah, you got, and there's one at spawn. I'll do a couple at spawn. But yeah, at least you got some relatively few around and things like that. I need to get one in this district over here. Quickly do this. Hopefully you won't be able to spawn these in. Alright, RP ATM. Oh, sorry, Alright, there we go. So that's saved, so they're all saved. So every time I load up the map now, they'll be there. But also, the best part about this, for a lot of people, because for different servers and that, there may be YouTube videos and that and things. And a lot of servers, I know a good one called Vengeance Gaming. That one is currently under development too, but they did have a good way of making money, which was selling meth. And they had a very good meth system. And it's the same one as this. It's exactly the same. It's basically you have a stove in that. Except for theirs, though, they modified it a little bit because you could have the different things all named and what ingredients you need and things like that, and it was all very good. But if we just take that, it's got nothing in it, and then if I do that, you can see it shows ingredients 1 out of 4, and then it's that. So it's basically all of them. And if you just sit it on top of here, ingredients 4 out of 4. If you press E on there, depending on what temperature you put in, I'm just gonna say put in 100,000. You put it on, and there we go. It's obviously 100,000 isn't the max temperature, but it takes 1 minute 33. But depending on what temperature you put it on, depends on how long it will take. So we'll leave that to do. But I think there's a little bit of a glitch with it because it did spawn in minus money, which is slightly annoying. I don't know where and how that came from, but you know. You've also got DarkRP Money Pot, which you do not have to necessarily spawn in through there. You have it just down here as well. So it's great if you just say want to give some money to someone, something like that. You know, if there's hobos on the street, you can just say, you know, I want some money, could you please put that in? Oh. What's that? Printer upgrade. That's something I need to check out. But anyways, yeah, you've got, I don't know what that does. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. 26 seconds. But yeah, you won't be able to spawn in NPCs, obviously, because it's DarkRP. Weapons, we've got all the M9K, apart from M9K specialties. Only due reason is because, one, there's been, obviously, admins and that, super admins and normal admins would be able to spawn the weapons in. And obviously, most of them would be quite good, because they need to spawn it in for certain reasons. Or some of them might just come on, get to admin, and then be quite mean and... Well, because this is mine, because I'm admin, I can do this. So if you press E on it, shows I have spawned exactly this much. So if I just literally press E on it, I've now got £652 added. And that is pretty much how you use the meth Daedric system. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do with the M9K weapons and things, but because of like the Davy Crockett, which is the massive nuke that can blow up the whole server, people would like to, you know, get loads of C4 and things like that, like admins would, and maybe some single player people might find, users will be able to find ways of doing it, of getting it somehow, which would be quite sad and annoying because the server will keep on crashing. Now, the problem is with that then, is that if the server keeps crashing, we're not going to have a very nice time on this server, which is going to be kind of annoying. I'm not sure how yet, but as you can see, Braxton RP has got a crowbar. You see this ATM? Does nothing. If I hold right click, it's breaking in. Now if I hold it down, you can hear there is a lot of beeping, which is great for you coppers because you'll be able to hear it like going off, obviously. And what you can do is obviously, because you'll hear that going off, there'll be a various few round and that, but obviously if there's a few coppers about, you'll be able to get it, which would be very good. Now because it keeps on going off, you'll know that there'll be someone in the area. I'll only make this visible for thieves. It's still going off. But anyways, it drops out 5,000. Now, to be fair, when it comes to cars and things, 5,000 is going to be practically nothing. But 5,000 can help towards guns, ammo, anything really. So it's great for you thieves if you want to be able to do that. So yeah, cops, be aware. But yeah, apart from that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I will be doing another one once we get more mods and the server all fully up and running. I will do a final video before the server goes up for you to be able to join. So what I'm going to do now is, if you want to be able to join in the future and you want to remember the name, pause video now to write it down, copy and paste it or whatever, stick that in, and sometimes it will be up, sometimes it won't, but if it is up, it will be in development. If there's only like 1 or 2 people on there, I will let others join when it's during development. However, though, you cannot bother us admins. If you are DM each other, you are DM each other. I'm not going to be warning or kicking anyone. There won't be any admins on apart from me. I'm just the only owner. So it's pretty much, when you join, it's just going to be like a sandbox war server, pretty much. Bearing in mind that you don't crash the server. And then, with our DarkRP rules, obviously. But then once it's been fully done, it's out of development, and it's fully all set up, and you'll be able to join, it will be the proper DarkRP. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and sorry for, well, I haven't really been doing a lack of videos. I did quite a few videos there. I've been wanting to do a few videos today and yesterday, but due to problems, we were going to do a horror map today. Unfortunately, the horror map didn't go down very well for some reason. It doesn't seem to want to download in my add-ons folder, but seems to want to download though. But anyways, there were some other videos that I were going to do, like for example other DarkRP servers, but they keep crashing for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you. I'm gonna take that money first. See you guys later.